Stadium Comics. Here we are again for another edition of Writing Comics 101. This time we're tackling zombies because, as we all know, zombies have kind of become really cliche. Am I right? Everybody's doing zombies. So here's a nice way to freshen up the genre. So it starts off here with a sweet castle, lightning crashing behind it, mad scientist style. And then it cuts to the mad scientist, and here he is, he's laughing, ha ha ha. And he's addressing his zombie horde, and he tells them all to go. So cliffhanger. You don't know what's going to happen. Where are they going? Meanwhile, in the city, we have this kid. Let's name him Billy. Here he is. He's playing his guitar. He's recording his first demo. Here we go. He's playing some music. And then next part, he has his first demo. Here he is with the CD. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to send it to Skrillex. So he mails it to Skrillex. Skrillex in his probably Hollywood mansion, maybe. Here he is listening to it on gramophone. We all know gramophones are the best format to listen to dubstep, right? So here he is. He's listening to it, and he's like, ugh, ew. And then he sends the mail back to Billy. And Billy gets it. He's like, oh my God, I got mail from Skrillex. And it's a rejection letter. Man, he is sad. Throws away his guitar in the garbage. Can't live anymore. But in his high school, there is a zombie apocalypse. Here they are chasing one guy. One guy's like, oh no. And then the zombies are like, oh, brains. They eat everybody. And soon that high school becomes zombie high. And Billy walks in and he's like, hey, what's up, you guys? And they're like, ooh, listen to this. And then he puts on some headphones and he's listening. And he's like, oh, dude, that sucks. And then everyone in the school's like, what, are you crazy? That's amazing. And then his zombie girlfriend is like, ew, don't talk to me anymore. Billy is sad. And he goes home and then he turns on the TV. And on TV, he sees an old guy singing a song. It's the same song he heard on the headphones at school. And he's like, oh, what's going on? Ew, that sucks. And then the announcer comes on. And his parents come out and they're like, whoa, were you listening to that song, Baby Lulz? I love that song. Baby Lulz is my favorite song. And they're like, well, but now it's time for dinner. And he goes to the dinner table and there's brains for dinner. Brains. And his parents, they're munching on brains. They're loving it. Kid's disgusted. He can't stand it. He goes to his room, goes on the computer. And what does he see on the computer? The old guy again. Oh, Baby Lulz all over the internet. Boy can't stand it. And then at the end of the video, it shows Zombie Records. And the boy is determined to destroy this Zombie Records for coming out with all this atrocious music. So he shows up to the castle. See, castle lightning striking, that's important. And he goes up to the zombie butler. Zombie butler's huge. He's like, hey man, I just want to talk to the executive of Zombie Records. So he goes through this huge door, and he's at the desk. The chair is turned away from him. He doesn't know who it is. And he flips over. He's like, oh, Dr. Zombo. And then the doctor's like, yes, it is I. And my plans to take over the world with my generic, crappy pop music has worked. And I have replaced all the high school students with my zombies. And they will buy all of my records. And the Billy, he's like, no, I can't let that happen. Skrillex will stop you. And then the scientist, he's like, oh, really? And then we cut to a panel. You have Skrillex, he's tied to a pole over a pool of man-eating sharks. Dangerous stuff. And the boy's like, oh no, Skrillex is in danger. I must save him. But I suck. My music is no good. Skrillex told me my music was no good. And then Skrillex, knowing he's in danger, he says, dude, no. Your music was actually really good. You can do it. I believe in you. And then the boy, Billy, he's like, you're right. To me, my guitar. And then the guitar starts vibrating inside the trash can. All of a sudden it goes flying over. And he grabs it. Epic lightning strike. And he's like, let's rock. Dr. Zombo says, attack zombies. watching on. Skrillex is like, dude, that was sick. And then Billy looks to Dr. Zombo and he's like, you're next. And then Dr. Zombo says, oh, really? Skrillex will die. And then he releases Skrillex off of the giant pole, and Skrillex goes plummeting into the water until he shouts out, Wobbletron! And a mysterious figure comes and swoops up Skrillex, and here we got Wobbletron. You may be asking yourself, why didn't Wobbletron come and save Skrillex before? It's because Skrillex wanted Billy to realize the inner power inside of him. So he kind of stepped back, waited until Billy realized it, and now they're like, let's end this. Billy upcuts Dr. Zombo. And then Skrillex comes out on top of Wobbletron, and he's like, you're good, kid. I was wrong. Kid says, thanks. Then at the high school, kids are back to normal, and he's like, yeah, what was I listening to? And that is pretty much how you tell a really great zombie story. So, tune in next time when we'll talk about another way to write a good comic.